Welcome to the country, where we do country things, and on today's video, going to be doing the July update for our breeder buck, Buckshot. So what I'll do is give you guys a picture of where he was last month, a picture of where he's at today, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Okay guys, so kind of like what Bo and Speck are both doing. He spent pretty much the last month finishing out his frame and just putting on the tine link now. So if I can zoom in on there, it looks like he's going to be a Mainframe 6x6. If you can see the 2 points that's bubbling up right there on the end of his main beams. Those points don't look like they're going to be very long. They may only be a half inch or maybe an inch long. So that sixth point out there, or actually the fifth point out there, will be kind of short. But he's finished up his main frame, and going to be a pretty decent buck here. He has splits at both G2s. He has that little kicker off the side that you can see there. He has a split brow tine there on his right, and a pretty long brow tine there on the left. So pretty happy with him overall. He's done really well. He's been really healthy. He has no injuries, and that's kind of all you can ask for with these deer, is to go through the summer, stay healthy, grow their antlers, not run into the fence and do a bunch of crazy things, and give us some really nice healthy fawns. And that's what he's done. I do have a couple of issues that we ran into over the past month that we never did mention, or we don't talk about too much when we're talking about the deer, and that's the fawns and the does. So if you can see Topaz here, she has had a little bit of an illness over the past couple of weeks, and we treated her with some antibiotics about 3 or 4 days ago. I actually got the dart gun out, loaded it up with some antibiotics, and shot her with the dart gun. That's the typical way that you treat deer, especially when you don't have any handling facilities, is you just dart them with that dart that shoots the medication in them. And it took about a day or two, but she's back up on her feet. She's starting to really respond to that medication. She's starting to eat well again. She's nursing those babies and taking care of them. So I think we got her over what little bit of a snotty nose and congestion that she had. She may have had a little touch of pneumonia, really not sure. But that antibiotics really has helped her out. So I'm going to give her another shot probably Friday, which is a couple of days away. I think it's a 10-day antibiotic. So we'll give her another 3 cc's in a little bit, in a day or two, and just kind of give her a booster and hope she gets over that. So as far as the fawns go, there's 2 of them out there. They've done really well. We haven't had any issues with them over this past month. We still got 8 fawns. The only one issue that we did have, and I don't know if I can get it on camera. I'll try to walk up here and get this little baby up. I don't know which one it is, but somehow it lost its tail, and we don't know if it got hung up in something, or if it was trying to actually got caught by something, if something got in the pen and tried to catch it. But it lost its tail, and this may be the one, I'm not sure. Hi, buddy. I don't think that's the one that lost its tail. Get up there, little dude. Actually, it's not. So let's take us a little walk. That's the little buck fawn there. The other one, the tag is in the left ear, so that's a doe fawn, the one out in front. The other two should be in the house there with the keep the feed. Just want to be real careful about trying to run them out. Okay. Okay, the one that's in there is the one missing the tail, so we'll see if we can catch that. There he is. So what we did on that is we caught the little guy. We gave him a big dose of penicillin, and we treated the wound with some medication, and just let him back go, and it seems to have healed up well, not giving him any problems. So he should be just fine. He's just going to live the rest of his life without a tail. So those things happen. Sometimes you really don't understand how these things happen inside these pens, where they get injured and things like that. Now, Bo had his tail caught in something when he was a yearling and lost half of it, buddy. So even though they're pinned up and you think they're kind of safe, they can still have things happen to them, and just got to kind of watch them and monitor them and doctor them the best you can. We don't get a lot of supports from our local veterinarians. As far as, being deer farmers, they don't like to see the deer. Or they can't see the deer, they won't see the deer. So we're kind of on our own when it comes to doctoring these guys. But everybody's healthy and everybody's doing fine now. Like I said, Topaz had that little bit of congestion and snotty nose, but I think we've got that taken care of. She did lose a little bit of weight, but again, she is nursing 2 fawns, so that is to be expected of these does. When they're nursing during the summer, they do lose a little bit of weight. So Diamond here is a little bit thin too, just from nursing these fawns. She's had an issue all summer, and I don't know if it's really an issue or not, but she's got a spot on her face there. You can kind of see, if I can get there looking at her. Hey, baby. She's got a little bit of a spot there where she's swelling on her face, right on the side there, and really haven't done anything to treat it. Doesn't seem to be bothering her too much, and she's lost her ear tag somewhere, probably just kind of sticking it through the fence and trying to get grass through the fence. And there's plenty of grass in here, as you can see. These deer have plenty to nibble around on and stuff. It's not like they're out of grass or anything, but they think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence a lot of times, and when they get their head through, a lot of times they'll hang their ear tag up and lose it. So she seemed to have done that, but it's not a big deal. We can replace it. Now, the state requires 2 forms of ID on these deer, so we don't tag them because we want to. We tag them because the state requires it. It's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes when they do lose them, but like I said, we can get a new tag put in her ear. We'll have to knock her down to do that, but typically we have to knock her down in the fall to trim her feet, and we'll deal with that little abscess or whatever that is on her cheek there when the weather cools down, and then we'll replace her ear tag. So like I said, Buckshot here finishing out. Pretty nice, typical 6x6 buck is what he's going to be this year. Big and healthy, and giving us some really nice fawns, so we can't ask for more than that. Appreciate you guys watching. and we'll be back.